13 April 1970. In the infinite silence of space, suddenly a jolt is felt, a loud explosion. Inside the command module, lights begin to flicker. Warning alarms start ringing. The pressure in the oxygen tank is dropping rapidly. And then those words, forever recorded in history: "Houston, we've had a problem." This was the voice of Commander James Lovell. This mission was Apollo 13, and this was the moment when the dream of reaching the moon suddenly turned into a battle between life and death. 11 April 1970. From Florida's Kennedy Space Center, a massive rocket pierced the sky. It was the Saturn V rocket. The mission's objective was to land in the Fra-Mauro region of the moon and conduct scientific experiments. The crew included James Lovell, Jack Swigert, and Fred Haise. Everything was normal. This mission was considered routine. Humans had already walked on the moon. The world's excitement had faded. No one had any idea that this mission would become history's greatest struggle. On the night of 13 April 1970, the spacecraft was about 200,000 miles away from Earth. Jack Swigert was given a simple task: to stir the oxygen tanks so the sensors would provide accurate readings. As soon as he turned the switch on, a powerful explosion occurred. The command module, Odyssey, shook. Power began to fail. Oxygen pressure started dropping rapidly. Lovell looked out the window. A cloud of gas was venting into space. This was not a minor alarm. It was the beginning of the breaking of their lifeline. Later, it was discovered that oxygen tank number 2 had faulty wiring. During ground testing, the tank had been supplied with higher voltage than required, damaging the internal insulation. When the tank was stirred, a spark occurred. The oxygen gas ignited, and the tank exploded. This blast did not just destroy one tank, it put the entire mission in danger. Oxygen was not only for breathing, it also powered the fuel cells that generated electricity. No oxygen meant no electricity, no navigation, no water, no heating. Now the question was, would the three of them return to Earth alive? On Earth, chaos broke out in Mission Control in Houston. Flight Director Gene Kranz calmly said, "We will bring them home." Hundreds of engineers immediately got to work. Every second was precious. The lunar module, Aquarius, was turned into a lifeboat. It was designed for 2 people for 2 days. Now 3 men would have to survive in it for 4 days. Turning back directly was not possible. The decision was made they would loop around the moon and return to Earth using a free return trajectory. The spacecraft passed very close to the moon. The historic landing never happened. The moon remained a silent witness. Soon, another problem emerged. Carbon dioxide levels were rising. The lunar module filters were round. The command module filters were square. They did not match. Engineers on Earth designed a temporary device using available materials: plastic bags, tape, and cardboard. The astronauts assembled it following instructions. This simple, improvised solution proved to be life-saving. To conserve power, the heaters were turned off. The internal temperature drastically dropped. Water was limited. There was no sleep. Fred Haise fell ill. Cold, weakness, and fear. Everything was present, but there was no panic. Only one goal: return home. 17 April 1970. After 4 days of struggle, Earth was in sight. The command module had to be powered up again. Electricity was extremely limited. NASA prepared a special power-up procedure that had never been used before. The spacecraft entered Earth's atmosphere. Friction pushed the temperature to thousands of degrees. Communication blackout began, longer than usual. Silence on Earth. Everyone held their breath. And then a voice came over the radio. They had survived. The command module safely splashed down in the Pacific Ocean. The recovery team brought them out. Apollo 13 did not land on the moon. But the mission was not a failure. It was a victory of human courage, science, and teamwork. A mission that became immortal, even in failure.